Hello guys, today I'm going to read about I'm the Small One, written by George Anthony Coles, illustrated by Begonia Corbazan. Focus question: what does the main character learn about herself in this story? Okay, you know that this book has the title is I'm the Small One, and the main character was this girl who named At 8 years old, I'm smaller than anyone else my age. When I walked in the halls at school, I had to squeeze in between the bigger kids to get by. Sometimes they bumped into me or stepped on my toes. Sorry, Sophie, I didn't see you, they say. At the playground, little kids always want to play with me. Sometimes some even try to boss me around. Don't climb up that big slide, little girl, one kindergartner warned me last week. It must be big, girl. You might fall and hurt yourself. I think I will be okay, I said. The main character in this book, doesn't care. She watched me slide down, her mouth gaping open, to say that she's so surprised. My best friend, Casey, is one of the tallest kids in second grade. Her legs are so long that when she walks, I have to jog to keep up with her. Sometimes grown-ups ask her, who's your little friends? One day, while I was over at Casey's house, her grandmother thought Casey was babysitting me. This is Sophie, Casey explained, my best friend. How sweet, her grandma said. She leaned toward me and smiled brightly. What grade are you in right now, Sophie? She asked. Second grade, I answered. She blinked in amazement, then glanced over at Casey. Is that true? She asked. That really rubbed me the wrong way. I used to try to make myself taller whenever I could. My posture was perfect, straight as an arrow. I hung from the tree in our backyard to stretch out my limbs. I ate all my vegetables, even the Brussels sprout. Every day I measured myself to see if I'd grown any taller, but I was the same height and grown any taller. Height every time. It was frustrating. Don't worry, Mom said. I don't let my size slow me down, and neither should you. Besides, being small has its advantage. I studied Mom in surprise. I never thought of her as small, but I suppose she is. Still, I couldn't see any advantage to it. One day, Mr. Oliveris announced to the class that we were putting on the spring play. You should try out for the lead role, Casey encouraged me. I don't think I'll get it, I sighed. Mr. Oliveris probably wants someone bigger. Once she sees how good you are, you'll get the part, she said. At the audition, I waited with my classmate in the back of the auditorium. When it's my turn, I walked up to the center of the stage. I had practiced all the lines, but I never got a chance to deliver them. Sophie, Mrs. Alvarez cried, "You'll be perfect as the elf. You're just right size for the costume." When the audience finished, Mom was waiting out for me. "Mr. Alvarez made me an elf," I grumbled. "That sounds like fun," she said. "I don't want to be in the play anymore," I said. "Oh, honey," she said. I know you didn't get the part you wanted, but I also know you love acting. I'll bet you'll be the best of the play." "That won't be hard to do," I thought, since I'm the only elf in the play. I only had 2 lines, but I went to the rehearsals just to please Mom and Dad. Mia got the lead role, a girl wandering through a magical fairy forest in search of her lost dog. In her last scene, she finds a box under the giant mushroom, and when she opens it, guess what jumps out? Mrs. Alvarez's dog. Prince played the dog role. She brought him to all the rehearsals, and when he wasn't on stage, we got to play with him. He liked all the attention from the other kids, but he seems to like me best. The night of the show, my first line came early. "Let's ask the Fairy Queen." Dramatic stuff. Since my only other line was toward the end, I waited off stage, taking turns scratching Prince and scratching myself. As a bonus, the elf costume fit me not only like a glove, but like a thick, wool, itchy glove. When it's time for the grand finale, Mr. Alvarez placed Prince inside the box, and then the box was brought on stage. When Mia opened the box, Prince jumped out as a plant, but he jumped into the giant mushroom, which fell over. Not planned. Before Mrs. Alvarez could catch him, the frightened dog leaped off the stage and disappeared underneath it. Mrs. Alvarez caught him, but he whimpered and refused to come out. The lights came on in the theater, and the audience started to fidget in their seats. The entire class gathered at the edge of the stage. "How are we going to get him out of there?" Mrs. Alvarez asked. "I'm small enough to squeeze under there," I said. "I'll get him." I crawl through the dust and the cobwebs beneath the stage until I reached Prince. In the dark, I could hardly see him, but as I talked to him softly, he licked my face. When we emerged together, the audience clapped and cheered. I guess every dog has its day. In fact, we got more applause than the stars at the end of the show. My parents were proud, and so was I. After that, I stopped worrying so much about my size. In fact, I decided that Mom was right. After all, being small has its advantage. Connections. Writing and art. Draw a picture of yourself. Label the picture with at least 5 things you like about yourself. Math. Measure the heights of some classmates. Record the heights and put them in order from shortest to tallest.
Good job.
Okay guys, and see you guys in the next video. Bye bye and have a great day. And thanks for watching.